This is Kugan Cassius for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I don't know where you are in the world, but I'm joined via Zoom with Mr. Devin Haney. How are you, mate?
I'm doing great. I'm here in Las Vegas. I'm at home.
Okay, just talk to me a little bit about how kind of things are over there. We're in isolation over here, so yeah, how do you kind of maintain your day-to-days at the moment?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same here. It's pretty much Vegas is like ghost town right now. Like the strip is completely shut down. No one's like going there. The only places that's pretty much open is like the grocery store and the stuff that we need to pretty much survive. Other than that, it's just we're in quarantine. Trying to stay safe as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. I did read some comments somewhere on social media that Vegas is going to reopen their hotels in the next sort of 10 days. Do you know anything about that?
No, I didn't. I haven't heard anything about that as of now. That as far as I know, is that April 30th is when everything will open back up. But things change every day, so you never know.
Of course, it's a nice chair you have in the background there.
Thank you.
It's like a throne. Devin, let's kind of talk about this situation regarding the WBC, which I have to admit, kind of just looking in and someone who's involved in boxing, it's confusing as hell for everybody with kind of to keep up with what's going on regarding the belts, etc.
Yeah.
What's the last kind of correspondence you had with the WBC, and what have they told you regarding your position?
As of now, as of today, it's been announced that I am the WBC champion, which I was always still the WBC champion in recess, but I'm 100% healthy and I'm ready to come back and face my mandatory or whoever they would like to fight me at this point. Yeah.
Okay, so obviously the obvious question after that, unrelated to yourself, is where does that leave the Campbell Fortuna fight?
I mean, I really don't know, and I really don't care, to be honest. I really don't think that Luke Campbell should even be fighting for a world title. He's coming off of a loss. This would be his third shot at a world title. I think it's other people who deserve the.
Got you
Did it go pause for a second? Yeah. There's other people who deserve a world title shot more. And I saw an interview that he did, or he said that I need to fall in line. Fall in line for what? Your last fight you lost. He hasn't even had a tune-up fight, and it's for him to be fighting for a world championship again. It makes no sense. We were in line to fight. He chose to go a different route, and as of now, I'll be looking to fight Javier Fortuna because he's the mandatory, and Luke Campbell can fall in line.
So is that what you believe will happen? You fight Fortuna, and then Campbell has to kind of wait for the situation regarding that fight before he gets his shot?
I'm not sure if they are going to make it an interim bout or what they're going to do. But at this point, it really doesn't matter. I'm WBC champion, and I'm ready to fight whoever.
I've read some comments, so I've got them accurately here, that Luke Campbell made about yourself. He said recently, I have seen his comments and they're absolute nonsense. I have never known a person, let alone a professional fighter, to whinge and moan as much as Haney.
To what?
He's never heard someone to whinge and moan as much as Haney. This was obviously before this announcement from the WBC today. So he previously said, my fight with Fortuna is 100% there. There is no way it can happen without the WBC because the WBC have ordered it. Haney will just have to wait in line and fight someone else. I've never known anyone so deluded. That world title shot is mine. As soon as this virus is under control, nothing he can do or say that will ruin that. That was obviously an interview previous to today. I wanted to kind of get your thoughts on those comments.
Well, he's 100% wrong, and he will not be fighting for a world title as of now in his next bout. Maybe he, can they'll do like a him fight. I really don't know how that situation will work with him, nor do I really care. As of now, I'm really focused on myself, and what I have. He said that, I can fall in line, but how? He's coming off of a loss. What makes him deserve to get another shot at a world title if he's coming off of a loss? He hasn't even fought one time. He hasn't even had a tune-up fight.
What has your promoter, Eddie Hearn, said about kind of this situation to you?
He hasn't said anything, to be honest.
You've had obviously we know you was on Instagram Live with him recently, but you haven't had any kind of discussions about this situation aside from that.
No, I mean he no one knew what would happen, really, to be honest. But the WBC did the right thing. At the end of the day, I got hurt in a, I didn't get hurt outside of the ring or anything like that. I got hurt in a fight, and they did the right thing, reinstated, WBC, lightweight champion, and I'm willing to fight. I'm willing to fight whoever, and that's one thing about me. I'm not looking for any easy fights. I'm not ducking and dodging, anybody. I'm not picking and choosing. Whoever it is, I'll fight them.
Absolutely. Obviously, we've heard quite a lot of comments as well regarding Ryan Garcia. He's had a little back and forth, which has, I think, been squashed now with Amir Khan recently as well. Did you keep up to date with all that?
No, I didn't. I mean, I saw the interview that Amir Khan did about Ryan, but I didn't get a chance to see what Ryan said.
Okay, I think there was some comments that went back and forth during interviews, and I spoke to Amir Khan just 2 days ago, and he said that since then that he'd spoken to Ryan Garcia on the phone, and they've kind of, got it under control, and they're okay again. So that's always good to hear, though, I suppose. Because
what did Ryan say about him?
I think he made some comments calling Amir Khan delusional, etc., and that he could beat him, etc. But yeah, I think by all accounts, from what Amir was saying to me the other day, he spoke to him on the phone just a couple of days ago, and I think they've kind of sorted that situation out.
Yeah. I have a lot of respect for Amir Khan. He's someone who's always supported me since I was young.
You sparred him as well, Devin, haven't you?
Yes. He supported me since I was young and coming up. So he's somebody that I always looked up to. So I have a lot of respect for him.
Obviously, another fight that was going to be scheduled for the end of May was the fight between Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez. We're kind of waiting, like we are with every fight, to see what happens with that. But did you like that fight? Did you give Lopez a chance in that fight?
I mean, that fight, I didn't really look into that fight that much because I felt like Loma or Teofimo had really no interest in fighting me. Bob Arum had no interest in either one of them fighting me. So I said, you know what? What's the point of even paying attention to that fight if the winner I may not even get a shot at. So I really didn't pay much attention to it.
But the fight as a whole, do you like the fight as a whole? If you kind of,
I mean, I definitely think that it's a good fight, but it is what it is.
You're on your path.
Yeah, at this point, because I mean, what's the point? What's the point of even caring about it if I can't even get a shot at it? I may never get a shot at neither one of those guys. So it is what it is.
Okay, so I mean, just to kind of clarify what we spoke about before we finish off, Devin, were you told anything else from the WBC apart from the fact that you will be reinstated as the champion?
As of now, no. It's a lot going on with the COVID-19 and everything, and everything is on delay. As of now, I really don't know much, but eventually we'll see what happens.
Are you hopeful boxing can return in the summer?
Yeah, of course. I wanted to come back as soon as possible. I miss boxing. I've been watching some older fights. Actually, yesterday I watched Amir Khan and Canelo. I just been watching some old fights, but of course, I want some of these new fights to happen, some of these big fights to happen, and of course, I want to get in the ring soon.
Just like every other professional boxer, kind of waiting to see what happens. But obviously, the main thing is kind of everyone keeps themselves safe, and we come out of this sooner rather than later.
Yeah, most definitely. I just hope everyone is staying safe and working out, being healthy, eating healthy, taking the vitamins, and hopefully we can come out of this, soon.
Absolutely. How's your dad?
He's doing great.
He's good?
Great.
Good to hear. Right, Devon, listen, thank you very much for giving us your time on a Wednesday evening here in the UK, probably earlier on in the day where you are. So hopefully we'll catch up with you soon and see you in the ring real soon.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.